Hey, what's going on, my friends out there in Internet land? James Jordan, Best Networker Live, just coming to you with this quick and powerful training, right? I wanted to do something live. Today's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving in the States. And, I had a pretty big weekend, where I've made over income disclaimer. I can't guarantee that you're going to be able to create the same type of results, right? Because I don't know if you're actually going to follow through on what it is that I'm going to share today in this training. I don't know if you're really serious yet. I don't know if you're humble enough to go out and follow the simple blueprint that I have, or to go out and create the type of result that I've been able to do. So I want to say that up front, right? So, and excuse me, my voice is a little bit raspy. I got into a huge argument yesterday with some family members, but I share that with you because my life isn't perfect, right? And it's not about what happens to you, it's about how you react to those things, right? And throughout all the things that ever go on in our lives, what you have to realize and understand is that you are always in control of your thoughts, your actions, and your feelings, right? And because of that, I was able to go out and manifest, a 5K plus weekend, right? I didn't get the exact numbers or the details because I wasn't focused on the money, right? That's a key secret that I want to share with you, is that if you're looking to go out and create more money, stop focusing on money and instead focus on doing something what I call helping others achieve more, right? I used to sit there, and when people ask me what I do, when I was, connecting and prospecting in my network marketing business, over the internet, I would sit there and tell them, hey, I help people get leads. I help people do this. I help people do that. Right. And what I've realized is that if you take a more simplistic approach, right, toward your goals, toward your dreams, and more importantly, focusing on other people's wants and desires, money just gets created, right? It's already out there. It's just for you to make a decision, right, to offer value and services to other people in order for them to make a decision to give you money, right? So think about that for a second. If you're not getting the type of money that you want for yourself, if you're not making the type of money that you want, in your life, ask yourself, how are you serving someone else, right? How are you serving the other person on the other side who's looking to invest, who's looking to spend money in order to go out and get a particular goal, right? Whether that's to lose weight, whether that's to travel, whether that's to gain more financial freedom, more time freedom, things of this nature, right? Think about what it is, right? Think about what it is that that person wants, because the more dialed in you get to your target audience's goals, wants, and desires, the easier it is to go out and create results, right? Which is why I wanted to, put together this live training today, in spite of circumstances that I have going on around me, because here's what happens is that when you go out and you start creating results online, and I mean like big results, because I mean 5K is like a blip on the radar screen, and you may be watching this and saying, James, I could use $5,000 in a 48-hour period over a weekend, and I know that you probably could, which is why I'm shooting this training, I'm shooting this video, right? But I want you to understand, I want you to truly understand the concepts about why it happened, right? And how it happened. Because, it used to be hard for me to go out and make $5,000, like in like an entire month, right? Like you may be watching this because you read my email and you clicked the link, or you may be watching this because you responded to a Facebook post or something like that. And what happens is, we seem to think that it's so far away. We seem to think that it's like light years ahead from where we're at right now. And that was a huge misconception that I had for a very long time. I was going through this training that I had purchased, right, by a guy named Joe Vitale. He was in the movie The Secret, right? And if you remember The Secret, remember the bald guy who was like sharing some really awesome stuff? Yeah, that's Joe Vitale. Well, actually, he's more than one bald guy, but he's a bald guy. He has side hair, like sideburn hair, whatever you want to call it, right? I'm not in that area. Obviously, I have hair, right? So, I bought this training from him called The Secret Mirror, right? And in The Secret Mirror, he takes you through this hypnotic trance where you basically tap into your future self, right? You tap into yourself that exists on another plane of existence, right? Because time is an illusion, right? So the person that you require to be in order to go out and make $5 grand in a weekend is already within you, right? The person that you require to be to go out and make 6 figures in a year is already within you, right? The person that you require to be to go out and create 7 figures over the internet, 8 figures over the internet and beyond, right, is already within you. And once you know and understand that, it's just about no longer resisting the process, right? And being humble like a child, right? In the sense of when you're looking to get to the next level, right? Whatever that next level is in your business, whether that's just starting out, learning how to go out and get traffic, or finding the right business or finding the right mentor, right? If you're just getting started, right, that's one step. But you may have already gotten started and you want to take it to the next level and you're trying to figure out how, right? What you have to recognize and understand is that what you focus on expands, okay? And this is where I'm going, because I know I'm sharing a lot of stories, but just pay close attention and just continue to listen. Get rid of any and all distractions. I probably should have said this earlier, but get rid of any and all distractions. Get off of Facebook, log out of your email, just focus in on what it is that I have to share with you, because I'm going to share with you some insights. I'm going to share with you some concepts that are super simple, right? And the better that you get at the simple things, excuse me, the better that you get at the simple things, the easier it is, right? The easier it is to accomplish the big things, right? Because the big things are simplified by a few simple things that cause you to go out and create big results. And you want to know how I know this? Because simplicity is golden. Think about this for a second, right? McDonald's is literally ran by teenagers, right? It can be ran by teenagers, right? It's operated by teenagers, and you can go look at any other of the other, fast food franchises and all these other things, right? But they're literally ran by teenagers, right? So if a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate created a system that's so simple, it can be ran by teenagers to produce billions of dollars, even though their food is crappy, right? Even though their food kills people, right? Even though all those different things. And they still can have people come in droves and buy their food every single day, right? Every single day, right? And make gobs of money, right? To a point where they charge people, $1 million plus. I think I've heard anywhere from 1.2 to 2.1 million dollars just to start a franchise, right? How does that happen? Because they have a simple foundation, they have a simple process in place, right? So how does that all come back to, me going through this product called The Secret Mirror and listening to Joe Vitale? Because it is interesting how this past week, right? Well, I would say the past 2 weeks, right? Because it's wrapping up on a week. But what happened was the weekend before this past weekend, I was going through this training, and I was watching this live training by Joe, and it was a recording, and he was talking about, a secret to acquiring wealth is to stop worrying about money. Now, if you're in a position where you're not where you want to be, right, and you don't have the finances that you want to have, I want you to ask yourself a question. And I seriously want you to ask yourself this question as, I'm going through this exercise with you, right? Is when you think about money, do you think about the things that you don't want, or do you think about the things that you do want? Think about that for a second. Do you think about the things that you don't want, like your bills, right? Your car note, your mortgage, right? Your credit card debt. Are those the things that you think about? Or when you think about money, do you think about the opportunity that you have by plugging into a good business, right? Do you think about the opportunity that you have by plugging into a good mentor, right? Because do you think about the opportunity that you have to go out and make money by taking action, right? Because those are the type of things that are going to allow you to open yourself up to abundance and prosperity, because money is always flowing around you. Think about it. Think about it every single day. Think about the numerous transactions that you make on a daily basis, whether that's paying for monthly subscriptions or paying for gas or buying food, right? Or paying a toll or paying for a train ticket if you take the train when you go to work, whatever, right? All those different times you are making transactions. So money is always being transferred all the time, every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, right? Now think about how it's transferred. It's transferred because there's a sense of value for those things that you decide to purchase, right? And the same goes for every single other human being. So once you know and understand these principles, you understand that the more value that you give to a person, the simpler and easier it is to create a transaction. Okay. Especially when you're looking at high ticket sales, right? Because you want to know the breakthrough secret that I personally had, right? Is that not only could I sell something for $7, but I could also sell something for 5,000, right? And when I had that realization, when I actually saw transactions, my personal transactions actually start to happen, right? It made me realize how simple creating money on demand is. Really, seriously. Because when I set the intention to stop worrying about money and to just focus on helping other people achieve more, that is when the game changed for me. That's why I literally can get on a hangout right now at 11:30 in the morning, right, on a Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I didn't have to take a day off because I work when I want to, okay? And like literally before I got on, I was a little bit late. I'm sitting there like, man, I said I was going to be on at 11 o'clock, right? Because I had just made another $1,000, right? Now, I'm not saying that to boast. I'm not saying that to brag. What I'm saying is that when you offer value, when you have offered something that's truly valuable to your target audience, right, and it is something that they want, something that they desire, and it's going to help them transform their life in a certain area of their life, I'm telling you, my friend, creating a $500 day, creating a $1,000 day, creating a $5,000 weekend, right? It happens. It happens because I can tell you right now, if you're working a job, like your time is extremely leveraged, number one, and number two, you're probably not making what you deserve to make in that job, even if you're making six figures. And if you're probably making six figures, you probably deal with a whole bunch of corporate bullshit that you don't want to deal with. How do I know? Because one of my coaching and consulting clients that I'm assisting and helping him grow his business, he happens to be in that position, right? So, and I knew that before I even had that conversation with him, because when I was looking to climb up the corporate ladder, one of the first things that I did as a 19-year-old kid who was in school full time, he also had a full-time job, right, is I talked with the VP, one of the VPs at the very place that I worked. And then 30 days later, he got canned, right? And then people around me were just like, you know what? He's going to be okay. He's going to be on his feet. But I was like, I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to build up a six-figure income in one particular company, spending 5-8 years there, and then they could just tell me, oh, we're going to cut you off, and we're just going to fire you, or we're going to lay you off, and we're going to let you go. I was like, no, right? So if you want to determine your income, I'm going to share with you some simple concepts over the course of the rest of this training, because this is going to be short and sweet, because I really do want to give you the most impactful value while also appreciating you in your time, right? Especially around this time of the year. So listen, my friend, I'm going to give you 3 steps, okay? They're going to be so simple that if you're not ready for a breakthrough, okay, you won't do them. But if you are ready, if you are coachable, if you are ready to go out and change, if you are ready to go out and start creating some massive income days in your life and in your business, which is going to be totally focused and centered around helping other people achieve more. Because if you're focused on yourself, I'm telling you, my friend, you're not going to get the results that you want. You have to truly be focused on serving and helping other people if you want to do this in a way where it's effortless. Okay. If you want to churn and burn and, drive yourself nuts to go out and create a big income result, you can do that. But if you want to be able to do it while you're in the comfort of your home on a Wednesday morning, right, before you've even taken a shower, okay, you've made $1,000 like I just did today, then listen, okay? So, excuse my voice being a little bit raspy. Let me get a little bit of tea. So, what are the 3 steps to creating big profits in a short period of time? Okay, I'm going to tell you these because I sat there and I thought about why I was able to go out and create the result that I did, right? And why I was able to go out and create the result that I did today, right? And I mean, you sit there and think about it. I've made over $6,000 in less than a week. Okay, less than a week, which is, it used to take me 2 months in a job working for a corporate America conglomerate Fortune 500 company, top 10, to do that with 2+ hours of rush hour traffic. So it blows my mind how I've made over $6,000 this week, and the week's not even over. So listen, my friend, here are the 3 steps. Number 1, being humble like a child. Okay. So important. Humbleness is something that I did not tap into for a long time. Especially when I first got into this industry, I thought I was hot shit, unless I was around the top earner. Okay, but what I realized is that the more humble that you are, the more people can connect with you, right? If you come off as this person who's not touchable, who's not approachable, okay, it's not going to help you in your marketing. It's not going to help you in your communication, because you're going to communicate that way to people, whether it's through email, whether it's through a Facebook post, whether it's through a video like I'm doing right now. So you got to be humble, and you gotta appreciate people for who they are, and you have to respect every human being, as hard as that is to do at all times. And trust me, I know, because I just had a crazy experience last night. You got to realize that everyone's a human being. Everyone has their faults. You have to learn how to forgive people. Okay, it's one of the hardest things that I've come across in my personal life, is to actually forgive people whenever they've wronged me. Right? I'm one of those people that will apologize whenever I do something wrong. But what I've realized is that everyone isn't that way. And even though that may be the case, and even though you may be wronged in certain situations in life, what you have to do is you have to be open and ready and willing to forgive people, and to accept responsibility for everything that goes on in your life. You can't play a victim in any area of your life if you're ever looking to grow, and if you're ever looking to be a leader, and if you're ever looking to really help people transform their lives. Okay? Because if you come from a place of victimhood, you're gonna justify to other people for them to go out and do the same thing. Right? So don't do that. Don't be a victim, be a victor. Right? Take responsibility for your life. Take responsibility for your consequences that happen in your life, and from this day forward, continue to make good decisions by being humble, right? And truly being aware of the situation that's going on in front of you, so that you can continue to take yourself to the next level. So that's number 1. So what's number 2? Having a mentor, right? I can tell you right now, I wouldn't have been able to do this based on my own thinking, right? Based on where I was at, in the way that I thought. The most that I had ever made in like a day is like $3,000, right? And what was it? I think in less than a 24-hour period. I said in 48 hours, but honestly, in less than a 24-hour period, I made $5,000, right? But when I sit there and actually dial in the numbers and be super specific, it was less than 24 hours. But I said 48 hours because it was over the course of a Friday and Saturday, because people bought when I was sleeping and all this good stuff. So, and then, another guy just bought today. So I share that with you because your best thinking has gotten you up into this point, right? And you have to understand that, my best thinking has gotten me to where I'm at up until this point in my life. And what I've realized is that I have to simply get around smarter people, right? I have to truly look at the amount of time that I'm spending around people, right? Whether that's listening to audios, like listening to a Tony Robbins audio, like Awaken the Giant Within. I've listened to that audio for the past 2 days, right? I'm going to listen to it again today, because I made a commitment to myself to spend an hour and 30 minutes every single day for the next 7 days, building a bond and building a relationship with Tony Robbins through listening to this audio, Awaken the Giant Within, so that I can change my beliefs and my thought process and borrow some of Tony Robbins' thinking, right? So having a mentor, having someone that you can reach out to, having someone that's an expert in a certain area, or that's at least, better than you, 2 to 3 times better than you in a particular area that you are looking to grow, right? Whether personal development wise, mindset wise, a particular skill like copywriting or traffic and lead generation, those things are important for you to grow, right? Those things are important for you to grow, right? And having a mentor makes it easy, because they've typically gone through what you've already gone through, right? Typically they've already gone through. I would say 95% of the time when you have a mentor, unless you created a quantum leap that just shoots above where they're currently at, they've been through whatever it is that you're going through, whether that's a particular area of your personal life or your business. Okay. And having a mentor just makes it super simple and super easy to be able to go out and get results. Okay. And listen, my friend, here's what I've realized: when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Because I kid you not, when I truly was ready for my breakthrough, I went outside and I yelled and I screamed. I listened to one of my other mentors who, and mind you, mentors, right? I'm sharing stories about mentors because this is what happened. I had a conversation with him, a good 30-minute conversation. And he was like, James, you need to go outside, go to a park, get around nature, and just scream, I'm ready for my breakthrough. God, I'm ready for my breakthrough. Universe, I'm ready for my breakthrough. And I just went outside to a local park and I was like, I'm ready for my breakthrough. And it was awesome. It was beautiful because I knew at that moment I had created a shift. I had created a change. And I knew that the days and the weeks going forward was going to manifest something awesome and phenomenal and amazing. And about 2 weeks later, boom, 5K day, 5K weekend, whatever, right? The details don't even matter anymore just because I'm not focused on the result of what it did for me. I'm focusing on serving and going out and helping other people because my mentors continue to help me and serve me, which helps me grow so that I can go out and do the same to other people like yourself, right? And so that's number 2. So what's number 3? Okay. It's probably the easiest part of the equation, but people think it's the hardest part of the equation. Okay. Now, one of my mentors, he said to me one time, actually, he didn't say it to me directly, but he was talking to me directly through a live training that I was watching and recording. And so whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching this on a recording, pay close attention because it's super powerful for you, I'm telling you. He said, the secret, right? What people don't realize is that the secret is working on your mindset, right? Every day so that you take massive action, right? And that's what I've realized. If you actually, when you get out of your own headspace, when you stop thinking things aren't impossible, when you start thinking that things are possible, when you see someone else go out and create a result, and then you instantly say to yourself, if that person can do it, I could do it. I just need to follow. I need to model exactly what it is that they did, and I will go out and create the same type of result, if not a very similar result, if not an even greater result, right? If you have that mentality, then when you get access to some top level mastery training that teaches you specifically what someone does, right, or their beliefs about a particular area, and then the actions that they take afterwards, it's easy to produce, right? But you can never get a result. You can never create results. You can never get feedback unless you take massive action. Right? You got to take action. You got to take massive action, not just action. You got to take massive action, because if you're looking to create a massive result, you have to build momentum. Like when I was talking to one of my mentors the other day, because I'm in the middle of it, because it's my life, because I'm taking action, I'm just moving forward. He had asked me about, where I was at as far as the timeline. And I was like, man, it's been about 5-6 weeks, from when I had some things happen in my life, right, where I made a decision. Okay, now's the time. And I'm like, okay, so almost 60 days, and I'm noticing this huge shift, and I'm seeing day by day, week by week, right, minute by minute transformations and momentum just building and building and building and building till boom, right? I'm trying not to scream too loud because my 2-year-old sleep, right? And because of all these things that are going on, it's not an accident. It's not a coincidence, right? And because I'm being humble, I have a mentor, and I'm taking massive action, I'm creating results, right? I'm creating results. And I'm no different than you. right? I'm a human being, okay? I breathe air and I have blood in my body so I can bleed just like you. And when you know that and you understand that, right, is that God gave all of us, okay? God gave all of us the same body parts, okay? The same brain, okay, in the sense of the actual structure of the brain, okay? And that we have our own unique talents and gifts that you can go out and create any result that you want in your life and desire. You just got to accept it. Like, there's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why you're watching this video. You know, whether you're watching it live, whether you're watching it on a recording, doesn't matter. Just you have to understand that there's a reason why you're here. And you're here because you're looking for a breakthrough. You're looking for a shift. You're looking for a way to take it to the next level. And the reality is, it's always been there. Your potential to go out and just do anything that you could ever want for yourself in your life has always been there. You just have to learn how to get out of your own way, right? Let go of your ego by being humble, find a mentor, and then take massive action, right? So if you're ready to take massive action, you're ready to take it to the next level, my friend, there's a button below this video. However you found this video, whoever referred you to the video, it doesn't really matter. It's not the super important thing. But what's important is that you're here now and you're ready to change your life. You're ready to make a true decision to go out and manifest any goals and desires that you want for yourself. And you can literally do that like right now by making a decision to change, by making a decision to do something different, and by making a commitment to yourself in your life that you are going to do everything within your God-given ability, right, to go out and live your goals and live your dreams now, right? And if you want to personally partner with me, right, if you want me to be your personal mentor, my friend, I would love and appreciate being a part of your success journey. And you can literally get started by going below this video right now and clicking the link below, watching the very short, brief video, waiting until the countdown timer hits 0, and then making your purchase to get plugged in and get started with the very business and opportunity that I personally use to go out and literally change my mindset in my life. So listen, my friend, I just want to let you know that I love you and appreciate you for taking the time out to watch this training. And here's the secret. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get along with your family, right? You don't have to be a college graduate. If you are, it's only going to help you as long as you process the information, take action, right? You don't have to be some superstar. You don't have to be some linguistic coach. You don't have to be super duper smart, right? You just got to be someone that's humble, is ready for a mentor, and that you're willing to take massive action. If you could do those 3 things, my friend, I can teach you how to go out and create these type of results and even bigger, my friend. So make the decision now by going below the video, clicking the link below, and getting started. And I look forward to personally coaching you and mentoring you, and I will see you on the inside, my friend. Take care. Have an awesome, blessed day, and I look forward to working with you. Peace.